Happy summer, everyone. I'm sure many of you are excited that it's summer and looking forward to traveling and meeting up with friends and relatives and just having a good time. So I wanted to share with you some insights that I have found that's helped me when I go traveling, because you want to make it as enjoyable as possible with minimal issues like, injuries or inflammation or gut issues because you got some food poisoning. So I'm happy to share what I have found really works. So the first thing I'd like to start with is the aloe, which is called Premier Aloe. And this is phenomenal to prevent sunburn. Or if you happen to get sunburned, to speed up the healing from the burn and reduce the pain from the burn. I usually recommend putting 2 to 3 capsules that you open up under your tongue and then holding it for a minute and swallowing it. And you could do that anywhere from 2 to 3 times during the day. And it really works and you won't peel. The other thing I always carry with me when I travel is something called Clay FX, which is a form of calcium bentonite clay. And Clay is amazing for preventing you from picking up food poisoning from food or anything that might have contaminated your food in any way. You would take 2 capsules that you open up and put it in a little bit of water and swish it around and drink it as you have your meal. So that's something that I have found has been amazing, and it works too. And then if you tend to over-exercise or have done a lot of walking and you find that you're a little bit inflamed and uncomfortable or have any tendinitis or sciatic pain, the phytozymes are an amazing natural anti-inflammatory. You do need to keep it away from food for it to work. So I usually recommend anywhere from 3 to 4 capsules 2 to 3 times a day. And that also works beautifully at reducing inflammation within a 24-hour period. And then for those of you who are doing any air travel and are going to different time zones, whether it's Hawaii or Europe, one of the best things you can do is take liquid melatonin, and this is a non-synthetic melatonin because the majority of melatonin on the market, I would say actually most of it, 98% of it is not made from real food. It's all synthetically created in the lab. So this you would take either half a dropper or whatever you need to take to help you get into that deep sleep and to reduce the effects of jet lag. So make sure when you take melatonin that you take it right before bedtime. You don't want to take it during the day unless you're doing it for therapeutic reasons like treating cancer or something else like that, okay? And one more supplement that just popped into my head that I did not put out here is called NADH. And Premier has a fantastic NADH, and that also minimizes jet lag. They're very tiny capsules that you need to open up and put under your tongue as well, but that'll minimize any fatigue from travel because it gives you an immediate energy boost within actually 5 minutes or less. And then some of you are still concerned about COVID or just picking up a virus or bacteria. So I either recommend taking Nucleoimmune or Olive Leaf Immune, and you're welcome to take the 2 together, like 2 capsules twice a day, just to prevent from picking up anything and keeping your immune system balanced and healthy as well. Okay, and then if you're concerned about not getting enough plant protein while you're traveling and you're trying to, minimize your meat intake, your red meat intake, taking a plain plant protein like the Premier plant protein, which has no sweetener in it at all, is just all different plants, like 8 different plant proteins in here. And 1 scoop of this is equivalent to 18 grams of protein. It's an amazing amount of protein. So that you can just mix into water and just drink it anytime you need a good protein boost. And I know sometimes when we're on the road, we're not often getting enough vitamins and minerals from our food that we're eating, or the food choices are really not good. So not a bad idea to have a multi on hand. And again, you want a multi that is all plant-based, food-based, and not synthetically made in the lab. So that's why I recommend Premier Multivitamin for that reason. And typically the dose would be two capsules. I usually recommend 2 twice a day, just to make sure that you get all the nutrients that you require so that you can maintain energy levels and keep healthy and strong. The other one that I also recommend are the fermented greens, because often we don't get enough fresh vegetables when we're on the road, depending on where we're going and where we're traveling. So, 5 of these a day to take as a supplement, and you're welcome to open them up and mix them into water if you'd rather do that than swallowing the capsules. The capsules are all veggie capsules by Premier Research Labs, so you don't need to worry about it, affecting your liver or affecting your digestive tract. They really dissolve and break down very nicely. And then finally, if you're going to be out all day in the hot sun, although now in New York we've been having tons of rain, hardly any sun the last 10 days, make sure you use a sunblock that's really safe and has no toxic ingredients in it. And after a lot of researching, I finally came across an amazing brand called Block Island. And theirs is an SPF of 30, and they have one for the face, and then they have one for the body, and then they have one that's face and body combo as well. So you can use that too to protect your skin if you need that. Some of you may have used coconut oil, and coconut oil is fine, but just make sure that you know that it does not really give you really enough sunblock. It's fine for moisturizing, but really not for blocking the ultraviolet radiation that we get from the sun. So I want to wish all of you a really happy summer season and safe travels, and keep healthy, and look forward to reconnecting again very soon. Also, to take snacks on the plane or for a long car ride, if you're going to the beach, these are some very healthy snacks that keep well in the heat and don't require refrigeration. If you want something sweet, the gluten-free vegan oat bites are fantastic and really take your cravings away. These are wonderful rice crackers that are gluten-free, and they're nice small bite sizes so that you don't overeat on having some crackers, but they do hit the spot, and they are nice and a touch salty, so that helps your salt cravings. The other crackers that I also highly recommend, because they're also oil-free, are the Edward & Sons brown rice snaps. And this is a new cracker that's on the market. It's made from 100% chickpea flour and coconut oil, so the ingredients are very healthy. It is also gluten-free too. And those are very light and easy to carry and shelf stable, so you don't have to worry about, again, refrigeration. Some of you are very sensitive to electromagnetic radiation when you travel by air, or if you're going through security at the airport. One of the best things to do is to wear the large pendant. You could either tie it to a strap, or you could wear it on a chain, or you're welcome to put it as a part of a bracelet, and you want to get it touching your skin to get the most benefit. This does not set off any security systems, whether it's at the airport, at banks, or any public places that have any kind of security checkpoints. So this is a must to minimize any effects, again, from fatigue. So highly recommend the large pendant to wear that all the time. Those of you who are very sensitive to getting easily nauseous from motion sickness, if you're on a ship or on a boat, one of the things that can really help you enormously is back to the good old aloe. And again, you would open up a couple of capsules and hold it under your tongue and then swallow. And then you can add also a couple of capsules of Mediclay FX to like 2 to 4 ounces of warm water and take it. And that will immediately, within seconds, remove the nausea that you're feeling. And it will hold. And if you find you get nauseous a few hours later again, you can repeat it. So it's very safe to take. No side effects, no toxicity from taking any of these supplements.